Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
We have with us the doyen of Indian cinema, Kamal Haasan. So welcome to SpotboyE and thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So we'll begin from your movie which is just around the corner, Vishwaroop, it's now called Part 2 and it's now being made, it's ready, you're here with us. What are you feeling about it?
I feel satisfied and vindicated in the sense, the first time around, it didn't get the right exposure. It became popular for all the wrong reasons. But now it has got its due from the audience, and it's not. They are not talking about anything else but the quality of the film and the hard work that we did. Everything else was discussed in the first film except the film. So that was tragic for filmmakers who spent hours on it. But fortunately, it became a very big hit down south. And, but now we're trying to repeat that performance in the rest of India.
Were you happy with the way it performed in Bombay and other metros?
No. Yeah. That was ruined by all the publicity.
So what went wrong there, you think?
You know, the multiplexes didn't want to be part of.
Yeah.
Somebody who was doing it only in South, but still they felt that they had to voice their concern and they backed out. So I got lesser theaters.
यहाँ पर नहीं करना है.
Yeah, lesser theaters. But it's a great movie and I think we both missed opportunities of making a grand income.
Did you have the Part 2 in mind then and there?
Absolutely.
I mean, of course you had, you divided
we were
it into
shooting
two.
It, yeah.
But was this
we were shooting.
prequel and sequel also planned?
As a matter of fact, when I was coming here and handling all the troubles, I was in shooting for Part 2.
Okay.
And promoting the film.
Okay. So how has it turned out according to you? Are you more satisfied with this one?
Actually, everything is falling into place better because we have made a better film. We have upped the benchmark.
Okay. And I have read something very disturbing. I've read that you are going to withdraw yourself from movies and...
It has to, because I found a duty which I should have done long time back, and I've spent most of my lifetime in cinema. Now I think it's time to give back, and that's where I'm going.
You think you won't miss the arc lights, you won't miss the...
Arc lights will come, but I'm talking, I'll miss the opportunity and die an unhappy man if I don't do what I have to do for my nation and my state.
It came to you suddenly one fine day?
I've been talking about it, but hesitating because I never believed in electoral politics. I thought I can help the nation from individual capacity as an artist, as a citizen. But the purpose, the spirit of politics has been so diluted, corrupted, that now it is not the 71st year of independence. We feel like it's the first year of independence and we'll have to start from number one and start the work again. Not that we lack talents or honest politicians. They are not, their work is impeded by avaricious group which can be easily ousted if the people decide with might and unite with might.
We're coming back to that, but can't this be done together, acting and politics?
I came late. See, I could have done if I had started about at least 20 years back. Okay. But now I'm a party president. See, Mr. MGR did both when he didn't have such responsibility.
Yeah.
He was MLA in a huge party and he was working for the benefit. He was one of the arms of the party. But I'm not that, so my responsibility is multifold and I'll have to dedicate and focus.
What was the flashpoint? You said, okay, now I have to jump in.
It was not a flashpoint, but it was a slow burn, as they call it. It started with the advent of Marudanayakam. When I announced it, the kind of politics that confronted me even then. And then I made Hey Ram with even more
Step ahead.
tenacity. And that is where is the point of my departure from actually being just a filmmaker and an entertainer to talking about the state of the nation. And you can see me getting emotional. It's the same kind of trouble that certain writers go through, like Sadat Hasan Manto Saab. They were troubled by it and they had to make a statement.
But अभी कुछ तो हुआ होगा जो recently कि नहीं अभी तो जाना ही.
हाँ, वो काफी हुआ.
क्या हुआ?
Not only that, my politics interfered with me in every state, especially the state politicians. The chief minister of the state took unnecessary umbrage for anything I did and pursued me through various vicarious means without directly touching me. So I didn't realize it. I was naive. Then I knew it all came from one source because of my polity, in my ideologies and my ambitions for my state as a citizen troubled them because they represented something else. They represented avarice. They represented personal aggrandizement. They represented corruption and criminality. They were a criminal conglomerate, as I said it on national television.
But what is according to you, what's the state of the country today? Because now you're jumped in, you're seeing it from I'm not seeing it from the way where you are seeing it.
I'm seeing it from my state to begin with. To talk about the country, yes, everybody is talking about it. I'm seeing it from my state and it's in a dire state. Imagine, aren't you worried about the Juhu beach? Imagine every vertical in a state going down like that. In a state that vied with Mumbai for its contribution to the country's coffers, exchequer. And now we are here. We still are good, but we can't let it happen. We won't wait till it is time to put the breathing apparatus on. We will not take our state to ICU. We'll have to attend to it before. We can't do critical care and then say...
There is a possibility of being, people are saying that we might have a coalition government in 19. Do you have any inclination to combine with someone?
Anything to save the state, but it has to be honest. It cannot be any opportunity. I'm not an opportunist. I'm an optimist. Things can be done, and it can be done with intent and honesty. Honesty is may not be a best policy in the present environment, but it's a great luxury. Very few people can afford it. I want to afford it.
You met Mr. Rahul Gandhi in June.
Yes.
Is there any possibility your ideologies are meeting?
No, it's obvious. I don't belong to a kind of. I want the diversity of the nation to be maintained. Anybody who will assist in that, we'll have to carefully choose. And for me, my state is important to begin with. I'll have to start with achievable goals first, and not jump into national politics like that. I'll jump into national politics because it helps my state. I'm not being parochial now. That's the only way to go about setting right the apparatus, the larger apparatus.
Your industry friends are not saying, "Nahi, aap acting hi kijiye, direction kariye."
Yes.
Why are you going there?
My family
There have been
said
so many actors who have not eventually done well.
People were very concerned about me, like my family said, don't go into acting.
Okay.
So,
but you heard your voice.
I had to listen to my voice, yes. You said it. I heard my
Your inner voice says that.
Yes.
Okay. So what you exactly want to do? I mean, what is the first, where you want to take your state to? I mean, you must be having...
I said that, now I mean it, because they have now made a sham of a Lok Ayuktha bill in Tamil Nadu Assembly. That's not what I wanted. I want the real Lok Ayuktha bill signed. They've made a quick, hurried thing. We'll have to re-look at it, if possible, and bring the real thing. It's not a draconian law. It's a checks and balances which should be in place. the moment you sign that for real, the revolution has just begun. That's not the end of it, but the beginning of it.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah. That's where it starts. But you will understand where I'm going with that. Then we have a robust enough constitution to pursue and annul things that is already said in it. We have a fantastically designed constitution, which we just have to make come real.
Coming back to movies, now you're saying that you're going away from acting. I must ask you, what would you single out as your top 3 roles?
Top?
3 roles. I know it's a very...
No, it's always a topical reason one, and it fades out. And I find a lot of holes in it. It's like old clothes. You like it for reasons that you did then when you bought it new. But you know, it's out of fashion and it's old. It's got holes in it, but it's the latest cloth that you wear. But that doesn't mean that I'll waste it. I'll still wear it proudly, but not because that's the only thing.
There are a few shirts and pants which is very close to our heart. You know, the treasure. Any one movie which will be the closest to you?
It'll still be in the closet. I'll hang it there, not wear it. But I think the latest film becomes, it feels
more relevant.
More relevant for me.
Okay. How do you view the fact that how your daughters have done in the industry? Do you think they have been given their due?
No. Not because I'm ambitious
Being as a father, yeah.
The kind of opportunities that I had,
yeah,
with a mentor like Balachandra, they could have had. I was available, but they had set their mind, and I had set my mind into a path which was too slow for them. And they must have found their mentors by now. I was very concerned when the first 3 years Shruti was struggling, because I knew her talent. And well,
so you wanted her to work with certain filmmakers which you had in
more
mind.
and more filmmakers. I didn't even know their names, like, because I knew only the older kind. But it didn't happen. I was so surprised that. But I think later she found her niche and started finding the right kind of films. Suddenly became a star in Telugu.
Akshara?
And hit #1 very fast.
The younger one?
Shruti.
Yeah.
Now, the younger one is now working in a few projects.
Tell me, I have to ask you this before I mean, drawing to a close. We lost somebody very important who worked with you in Sadma, Sridevi ji. A few words on her.
A few words.
And have you been in touch with Janvi? Have you seen Dhadak? What is the...
No, I haven't seen Dhadak, but I have been in touch. Soon after her mother died, I owed her a hug. And I went there, and Borisa invited me to come and see the film, but I couldn't come because of my party work. I'm yet to see Dhadak, but I wish her all the best. It was very tragic. For me, I met Sridevi ji when she was younger than Janvi.
Oh.
And I'm like a class pupil leader for her. We are from the same institution of Mr. Balachandra. So I was a bully and her trainer. So it's a strange relationship. People won't even believe in this era that they would have thought it like we are college mates. But till the end, she called me sir.
Yeah.
So that's the relationship.
That's the respect as
it's
well.
It's like I'm one of those part-time lecturers who take classes for her. So that is the kind of relationship we had, and we have done 27 films together.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime.
Which was the one which is...
Well, Sadma.
Is it Sadma?
Sadma, we got to do it twice.
Yeah.
Once in Tamil and once in Hindi, which is a rare opportunity.
So, before we wind up, one more question. And how are you coping up with your single status? Is it different? Your life has changed? How much are you...
It's okay, because
Is it different? Or is it still similar?
No, it's actually more responsibility, and I'm meeting more people, more love. And I've realized that one kind of relationship is not the ultimate in it, and life is my life was an open book. So everybody knows, and it's comfortable that way.
It doesn't end there, you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't end there, and it doesn't have to.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being on SpotboyE. It was a pleasure talking to you.